Hi there, my name is Toby and this is Body Efficiency Training, and this is my own personal training method that I've developed over my whole lifetime, studying all sorts of things and training all sorts of different martial arts and esoteric physical practices. And really for me, it's all about chi, or the ether, this mysterious energy. And of course, efficiency really is a measurement of that energy. If you're being very efficient, it means you're getting a big job done, you're doing a lot for very little energy. If you're being inefficient, that job is hard work and you're burning up a lot of energy. It's just, you're wasting energy doing something. Low efficiency. And our body, well, we use it all day long. And if we're inefficient in the very way we use our body, well, we're wasting energy all day long. And that is quite dramatic. If we could just use our body a bit better, and I mean even 1% improvement on the way you use your body, you would save a dramatic amount of energy. 1%? Yeah, but 1% every second of every day. That will add up fast. And efficiency, you always improve it. So 1% becomes 2%, becomes 10%. And I would say on average, most of us are operating at, I would say, 95 or 90% inefficiency. So if we just made, it's quite easy to improve. So for most of us, from 90% inefficient, you could drop back down to say 70% quite quickly. That's a 20% increase in efficiency. So dramatic. Just if you look at this training method. And I can say that because it's not an invention. It's not so much a style. I'm not teaching you, the Toby method of exercise. No, it's not that. It's a scientific study. And it's based on real information and personal experimentation. I've spent years experimenting minute adjustments in my bone structure, my body positioning, as I do everything, to work out what is the most efficient way of using my body. And of course, I've studied and practiced chi, the internal energy. But what is this chi? Because really it's all about this, the chi. Now in the West, we've had many studies. Serious Western science has put in investigation into the chi. What is it? And they all come up negative. No, there's no such thing as chi. We cannot find it. And even in physics, they look for the ether. Many experiments to try and discover the ether. And they say, no, we cannot find it. It does not exist. The most famous one is the Michelson-Morley experiment, where they looked for the ether and they found, there isn't one, it does not exist. They looked for an ether wind. Again, it's the same with chi. Western science thinks that it must have some physical effect. So the chi, the ether, must have some observable physical effect, otherwise it does not exist. In the East, they believe in it. Ether was believed in for many, many years. In fact, way before modern science, there was always the ether. Why? Because, yes, it is true. The ether, or the chi, has no physical effect. Therefore, you cannot look for it with an experiment. But that does not mean it does not exist. You see, it is consciousness. Same problem. It is emotion. Can you give me any physical experiment that will truly detect the existence of a thought or an emotion? No, you cannot. And don't get me wrong, you can detect a brain wave, an electromagnetic signal coming off the brain, but you cannot detect a thought. The same with a feeling, emotion. Yes, you can detect an increased heart rate, increased temperature, Yeah, but that is not the feeling of love. What is that? Cannot say. Cannot detect it. Cannot quantify it. Cannot say, I love you this much. What does that mean? Impossible to say, yet it is true. Everyone must agree. Every scientist that does not believe in inobservable evidence is lying to themselves, because they have got a love for science. That's why they do it. They love it. Can you please quantify for me your love for science? No. Can you quantify for me your love for science, and you love science so much that you are willing to disprove the existence of that love? No. So, chi is undoubtedly real. The ether is undoubtedly real. And in fact, when you think about it properly, it is the very foundation of the universe. All existence is only one thing. That is the ether. That is the chi. That is the life force energy. And the body efficiency training is a scientific approach to using your body and integrating it with your mind to develop and increase the energy, the chi, to connect to this etheric energy of the universe. It's around us everywhere. It's inside us. It's the foundation of everything. The underlying field. Again, they talk about the quantum field, but no, it's not quantum. Quantum is dualism. Existence and non-existence, a particle and nothing. Where does the particle come from? Where does it go? Back to nothing. It's not that. Two things. It's only one. Only one thing. Only the ether. Only the chi. And this ether is condensing and expanding and moving. And all manifestations come from this. Condensation or expansion of the ether, the chi. And that is consciousness. Condensation of consciousness creates the material world, this body. So I am consciousness, a soul. I literally create, I grow this body. This body is growing every minute of every day. I eat food and my body grows. Who's doing that? Is the food doing that? No. Is the body doing that? No. Because if I'm dead, the body stops doing it, but the body's still there. It's not the body. What is doing that? What is growing this body? The life force energy. Has to be. Only logical conclusion. And I'm trying to explain how we can use the body to maximize this process. The process of growth. That is the life force in the body. And I would say the first and perhaps the most important message about this training, or what it is the integration of mind and body. I actually have to concentrate my mind into my body. I mean literally to my fingertip, the palm of my hand, my toes, the crown of my head, my hair, my teeth, my eyes, my brain, inside, my internal organs, my bones, my spine. I've got to feel it, see it, inside my body. That is the secret. That is the secret. We don't do that at all now. All our awareness is external. We don't feel our body, and we certainly don't see inside. Now, it takes a lot of practice to really feel like you can really see. Close your eyes, look inside, see your skeleton, see your internal organs, see the blood moving, and feel it. But we can all do this. This is the meditation practice. But meditation, the way I define it, is in turning your awareness inwards, quite literally, into your body. And you do it in motion as you move around. And we're moving it all the time. You do it when you're sitting on the sofa. Even when you're watching TV, relaxing. Just sit. Get the positioning nice. Feel comfortable. feel inside your body, find comfort. I mean, that's easy. But internal comfort from the bone structure, the breath movement, the blood movement, that is just so good for you. That is improving your efficiency with zero effort. Effortless. And that's what I'm trying to do myself. So I'm teaching this to myself. And please always bear this in mind. You know, I make these videos also for me to listen to, remind myself, but at the same time I share them with you in the hope that you understand what I'm trying to do, appreciate it, and you might find it useful if you try. But again, you must try yourself slowly and carefully. It's your own body and your own feeling, and it's your own self-mastery. So I'm not a master, I'm just sharing with you my process of self-mastery, what I'm trying to do, and in sharing that, it might help you in your process of self-mastery. And that just means body efficiency. We get more efficient. We become more efficient. So I hope this made sense. Thank you so much for listening. Please do leave me any questions or comments, and do check out the links below to my website where you can now buy my book. And again, this is my most important message, the one that I'm saying over and over again on this channel, and I've written it into a book. The book comes from a video series. You can still watch it here on the channel, but this is such an important message. I'm going to do this book over and over. This is edition 1. So it's very special. It's the first one. So you can buy that from my website right now. And also check out my other YouTube channel, Entify World, because now I've started a new series on that I'm calling the Founder's Journal, in which I'm sharing openly and honestly my process in building this project, the Entify project. And that is really a project for all of us, the people. I'm building a network for the people. And I mean the sovereign people, individual living men and women. So I'm building not just any old network, it's a new network, something new. And I'm building it and giving it away for free. It's for all of us. And I'm going to share that journey, how I'm doing it, openly and honestly in this Founder's Journal series. So please, links below, go over and watch the first video of the Founder's Journal. Do like and subscribe, help me get that channel going. I've got to build this network. Now it's serious. I can do this, but I need your help to help me share this information. Get it out there. Please help me. Thank you so much again, and I look forward to seeing you in any of these other videos here.